Hey everyone, we've got Bambi here, Bambi the untrainable horse, and we've got somebody riding her here today for us. So tell us, who are you?
I'm Annabelle. I'm an intern from Wisconsin.
And how long have you been here?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. And what's one thing that you've learned while being here?
The horses here are never in trouble.
Yeah, and that's really important with this horse because she is hypersensitive. So Annabelle is the first person to ride Bambi other than myself, and this is the horse that came in. We were told she's untrainable. Another trainer had tried to start her and they got her going at the walk. And go ahead out, Annabelle, show us some of the stuff that we're doing. Can you guys not put away stuff right now? Just give us a second here. Yeah. So Bambi, we were told she's untrainable. Another trainer had tried to train her and had got her doing a little bit of walk, and basically we're told, said, you know, this horse can't be trained. And so we've been working with her, and this is the first time that anybody's been on her back other than myself. And I know you can't see me right now, but I'm Lindsay Partridge behind the camera here. And we've just been working on really trying to gain Bambi's trust in people. So what you're going to notice here is that after every task that Bambi completes, she's going to get positive reinforcement. She's going to get a cookie. And what we notice that when we do this with horses is that it causes a few things to happen. She gets to feel a lot more willing to say yes. And another thing is that it helps the horse start to want to think back to the human. So here, just as we started to turn on the camera here, we've got summer camp going on. I'm going to pan the camera so you can see. And they're removing things from the ring. They started pulling standards and stuff out. So Bambi's kind of saying, what is everybody going? But Bambi's not in trouble. And that's what Annabelle was telling you earlier, is that the horses here don't get in trouble. They don't get in trouble for things like that. So this horse, she's hyper aware. She's very sensitive of what's going on in her environment. But we don't get her in trouble for her nature. So she noticed the things that were leaving, and we were politely persistent while that was going on. So we didn't give up, but she never got in trouble. She never got, you know, kicked or ridiculed or anything like that. And then that helps keep, good girl, her in an attitude of feeling like she can say yes and she can try. And the most important thing is that she feels like she can keep connecting back to that human. So when we use the positive reinforcement and use these rewards, what ends up happening is after each obstacle or each task, she thinks, connect back to my human, connect back to my human. And she also ends up doing lots of these bends. So every time she gets a cookie here, she taps the neck and gives the cookie on the one side, and you can see Bambi does a nice bend in her neck. And what that does is it helps to encourage postures of relaxation. So instead of her standing in a very tight, stiff way, it helps to get her really bending in her body and willingly bending in her body without having to do a lot of pulling or anything like that. So we're using the bunnies and the objects there to help build her confidence, to ask her to be paying attention to the human and allowing them to pick up different things. And this horse, you know, was previously very, very spooky. She actually used to take 40 minutes or so, an hour to catch in the field, and wasn't super happy, trusting of people. So being able to work with these different objects and trust us as to what's going on. So like here, she got stuck for a second because she's distracted. So Annabelle tried just turning her a little bit and asking her to go at the same time. So when she gets stuck like that, Annabelle doesn't get kicking her really hard. She just stayed really consistent in her body. We might turn a little bit just to try to get their focus back a little bit, but we don't give them a big massive boot because we don't want to try to provoke dangerous behavior. We want to try to keep that horse in a really calm thinking frame of mind. And this is especially important for a horse like Bambi that has a history of being difficult to train. And I think the reason why that happened with her is because she is very aware of her surroundings, and it would be very easy to get sort of fed up with a horse like this and lose your patience with them. So instead, we're just being really slow and polite and patient. And we did an entire month of groundwork to get this horse back to a state where she felt like she could trust people and want to be caught. And only once she was feeling like she wanted to be caught were we, good girl, doing things with her where we started to introduce the saddle and riding. So that's okay, she had a little spook there, but at least it's in place. So again, she's not gonna get in trouble for that. So in terms of riding, this is her first ride with somebody other than myself. And she's actually only been ridden at trot, I think, 4 times. And guys, can we just shut the gate there? Because we've got a horse in the ring. Sorry, I've got summer camp going on. So there's a lot of stuff that's happening, but that's okay. So she's getting used to all the different things going on. We've got sweeping going on, we've got open gates, we've got kids with lunches and everything else going on. So are you ready to try a little trot, Annabelle? Yeah. Okay, so let's ask, we're gonna say our verbal cue of trot. 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 There we go. And when she gets to the other end of the arena, she's gonna get a cookie. And we'll end up trying that again. So the most important thing here, starting to do trotting, is that we're doing little bits, trying to find relaxation. And we're not getting into big kicks or anything like that if she's not going, because we don't want to cause brace, we don't want to cause a fight. Good. So we want to keep her really relaxed about it. So if she gets stuck, then I'm on the ground here and I'll help kiss to her and just point in the direction where we're going. I don't have a stick or anything in my hands. I'm just asking her to go. Okay, ready? Say trot. So I just help kissing from the ground there. Good, Annabelle. And when she gets to that end of the arena, she'll get another cookie. Good, that's okay. Good girl. So we just want her thinking that it's a pretty good deal to say yes. Yeah, so just ride her past the gate there, Annabelle. Good job, you're doing great. So Annabelle's riding with her arms pretty far forward, but that's just so that way the horse doesn't feel any tension pulling on her that might tell her to stop. Forward, good girl. One more time. And then stop on your cue to give her a cookie. Good. Maybe stop her halfway. Good. And give her a little cookie there. Good. Oh. So there she stopped right at the door there, and sometimes people are outside or there's horses. So when she has a little startle, good. We want to make sure that we don't react by getting her in trouble. Good, and just change direction there, Annabelle, turn the other way. So a lot of times when horses have a spook, what ends up happening is the reaction becomes much bigger, not because the horse is super bad, but because the horse is anticipating what's going to happen to them. Good, so we're gonna turn left there, Annabelle, to go the other way. And what I mean by that is sometimes when horses spook and then the human gets really upset and they punish the horse, or they get angry, or they get scared and they tense up on them, they pull on the reins, sometimes they kick them, sometimes they spin them in circles, and it gets the horse really upset. All right, let's try trotting to the other end of the ring. So by not reacting when she got upset there, we help her stay really relaxed. And you can see how her energies really come quite down. I'll help kiss with you. Good girl. And by doing that, we're able to keep the horse in a nice, calm thinking frame of mind. Great job, Annabelle. Good. So we're doing little bits of getting her to go and giving her positive reinforcement. Good. Let's do one more, and then we'll do a little ground tie, and then she'll be all done. So we're just trying to get her to be comfortable, say yes. With new situations, lots of positive reinforcement. Ready? Here we go again. Say trot. And little kiss noise. Good girl. Looking nice and relaxed in that transition. Good stuff. Good. And then go ahead and ask her to stop. Give her another cookie. So sometimes the horses can be quite looky at the doors, so it's quite good that she's stopping and getting her cookie there. So come bring her over here, Annabelle, and we're going to do a little ground tie just to finish off. So we're going to come bring her just so she's not quite on the rail, so you don't have to jump onto the rail there. And go ahead and stop whenever you're ready. And whenever you want, go ahead and hop off and dismount. Good, and just put your reins over the horn and say whoa, and just see if you can walk around her bum. So that's going to make a horse come with you, so if you want her to stay, put your hand up like a stop sign. So that way, and you can even rub her body as she go around. There we go. So she understands to stay put. Good, and give her a little cookie for that. Yeah, good job. And just do one more going down the other side as well. So just run your hand down her side, little stop sign, good stuff. Good, go around the other side. Perfect, good. Give her one more little cookie there. Perfect, good stuff. Good, and then you can go a little walk away. So by working with our horses like this, we keep her really relaxed. You can see she's quite attentive to Annabelle there. She's not scared of her, and that's really important because most of the time when horses do things we don't want, it's because they're scared or they don't understand or they're not confident. So this is really nice to see you working with her like that. How was that, Annabelle?
It was fun.
Yeah? Did it go as well as you thought?
Yeah.
Awesome. You did a great job. All right. Thanks for watching, guys.